No sausage for you. No sausage for you. I'm taking your sausage.
Disclaimer, this episode was filmed before the CNY special, so don't be confused by the scores.
Welcome to Flight Club, where I bring the food and they bring the wines to pair with it. And this episode, we are actually doing a special mystery dish, and they don't know what food I'm gonna bring. However, they were given 2 hints. What were the hints?
The first one is, what dish is famous for staining white shirts?
And the second one is, I think something spicy. I think you said something.
It was rich and spicy.
Rich and spicy. So
Yes.
my guess was initially chili crab, but then I thought that Seth is not so generous to buy chili crab.
Maybe
So-
not now, in the
Correct.
future.
So I guessed it was probably laksa.
Yes. So what I did is I put it in ChatGPT, and he gave me 2 answers. One, it was pasta, and the other was curry. And then you asked for a second hint, and he said it's spicy. My guess is curry.
I also put into ChatGPT what is rich and spicy and stains your white shirt, but it's not something that is common.
Oh,
Oh, it's not laksa. Oh my god.
Anyway, how about we present your wines first? Let's go.
1, 2, 3. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Right.
Alright.
So we both brought these long ass.
Oh my god, they both look similar, but they're very different.
I brought a Riesling. So Rieslings are typically from like Germany, Alsace, and this one is from Australia. It's actually from this brand called Riesling Freaks.
Okay.
Wow.
Right. So
Cool.
I've tried their number 2, I think, and it was really sour. And then I was very impressed with it because it paired really well with McDonald's, right?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Curry
And-
sauce?
Exactly, curry sauce. And I wanted to bring something that's slightly sweeter. So Riesling Freaks number 5 has this thing called medium dry. If you can see the label, right? It says medium dry at the back. In this case, medium dry is kind of like trocken-ish or semi-trocken
Medium dry, I think will be probably a cabinet
cabinet, yeah?
or like a spatlis.
Okay,
So
please explain that in layman terms.
there are 3 kinds: trocken, cabinet, and spatlis. So trocken is dry, and then cabinet is off dry, and then spatlis is more off dry.
And it's important because there are Rieslings that are sweet and there are Rieslings that are not sweet. And I've made the mistake of buying sweet Rieslings before when I didn't want it to
Okay,
be
so
sweet.
this is a bit sweet, but not very sweet Riesling.
Exactly,
correct?
exactly.
Okay, yes. Let's move on to Mervyn's wine.
Alright, so I chose a Gewürztraminer. So when I think of curry, I think of spiciness, I think of heaviness, umami rich, and I wanted something that actually tones down the spiciness and not like overpower it. So a Gewürztraminer is very sweet smelling. Later we'll try. It actually complements that spicy notes you get from curry, if it's curry. And then, but at the same time, it's low alcohol. It doesn't make the spiciness more spicy, which is actually good for me because I'm not someone that likes spicy food.
So you all both guessed that it was going to be curry.
I guess curry or laksa, around something like that.
I'm not sure what it was, but when you said rich, I wanted something acidic.
Yep.
And when you said spicy, I wanted something that could deal with the
Spice.
with the
Okay.
sweetness.
Lower alcohol as well. Both of them are usually
Right.
high acidic but lower alcohol.
So this is at, his Gewürztraminer is at 8%. So this
Right,
Riesling Freak is
okay,
9.5. So it's slightly drier, I
Right.
believe. It will be drier lah.
So how confident are you all to pair with my dish today?
I mean, as long as you stick to rich and spicy, I think it will be good.
Okay, before we start, I'm actually introducing a new concept. There will be stakes to winning and losing
Oh,
today's pairings.
What kind of steaks are we talking about?
So the
Ribeye, Wagyu.
So funny, girl.
we'll change the stakes each episode, but for this episode, a special mystery dish, the loser of this episode will get a revenge match privilege,
Okay.
which you can activate before the next episode. So loser will get the privilege. So when you activate your revenge match privilege, the winner will only get 1 hit, while the loser who activates it will get 2 hits.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to make things more complicated and it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Are we counting scores overall?
Shout out to my editor. I guess let's do a scoreboard somewhere.
Yeah.
1 to Isaac, 0 to Mervyn. That's the current score. Yes.
Boo.
The criterias were rich and creamy and a dish that is famous for staining white shirts. One thing I need to note is that you are both wrong. It's not going to be a curry. So
But is it rich and spicy?
it is still fairly rich and spicy, but I did note that Mervyn is very bad with spice, so I did not get a very spicy dish.
Okay, that's good. Shall we get to tasting the wines on its own?
Okay,
I hope
we'll
it's
try
not.
the. I assume we
Mine
try the
looks
lighter coloured one first,
Very, very pale, very
which
light.
is the Riesling Freak, right?
Yeah, Riesling
Okay.
Freaks. Nice name though. Does it taste good? I hope so. You smell the petroleum of Riesling. So apparently Riesling is supposed to have some petroleum smells.
It's actually not that sweet.
Oh, it's very lemony actually.
It feels more cabernet.
Oh wow.
It's actually a very nice acidity.
Very
and
Wow.
high
lemon
acid,
flavors.
lemon,
Very
Yeah,
lemon
it's-
tart.
In general, I feel this really matched the profile I was looking
Yeah.
for. So this exactly was what I think can fight, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Let's try the Gewurz. So, Mervyn, what is the key identifier in Gewürztraminer in terms of flavor?
Lychee.
Lychee.
In this one, I smell a little bit of rose as well.
Yeah, it's actually it smells more rose than lychee
Yeah.
for this one.
But let's see how it tastes.
But when you taste, it's not that sweet
Oh,
at all.
you can taste a bit of the age actually.
Yeah, this tastes slightly like I was gonna say oxidized.
Not
but
really.
Not in a bad way. Yes, it has reacted.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
It has reacted with oxygen already. You
Yeah.
know, micro oxygen.
This to me will taste
There's a lot of
perfect
depth.
with curry.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth to
There's
this.
a lot
so
of
I like
depth.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
as
so good.
As a white, this is actually
Yeah,
really good.
on its own, 1v1, this tastes expensive, man.
How much are the wines?
I believe it's $54.
Okay.
I
Is
think-
that a belief or is that a fact? Didn't you just buy it?
Okay.
Did you just buy it?
Can we cut? Okay, cut. Take a guess, for such a high quality complex wine, how much would I pay for it?
I mean, it's not the crude Trimbak, which can go up to a few $100s,
Yeah.
right? But I feel even at their base level, I feel this is worth at least $50 to $60.
I bought this from 1855, and if you go online now, it's only $44.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
$44?
$44.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, good
That's
value.
a lot lower than what I thought it
yeah,
would be.
exactly.
That's a good value. Shout out to our
Man.
future sponsor.
Shout out to Bottle 1885 if you're watching. Do sponsor some wines in the future.
What about yours?
Okay, so I got mine from another retailer locally. It's from Bottles and Bottles. They have some promotion, buy two for 20% off.
Yeah.
So I think I got this at the high 20s. Yeah, high 20s, 28, 29 after discount. It's
The-
a really good wine, like to drink on its own. But when it comes to pairing, sometimes
Yeah.
it's going to be
Sometimes.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is very citrusy and lemony. Right?
Yeah. Okay, this for each of you. What kind of profile does your wine cater to?
My wine is a good value wine. I wouldn't drink this on its own. I would use this for like, it's kind of like a food wine, like a table wine-ish.
I believe for Gewürztraminer, at least the one I brought, it can function as an everyday wine because it's actually not very expensive. The flavor profile of it is something that you can either drink alone by itself or with food. We just tasted and we all love it.
Yeah.
And later when we do it with food, it's going to be even better. So
Or maybe it will lose its luster with food. Cannot fight. We'll see, we'll see.
I don't think so, but
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see lah. Okay, the whole point is we need to wait for the food. So
Yeah, but it depends on what food.
let's check where the food is.
1 hour later.
Right, now we have the food.
We finally have the food
Yes.
and we split it up. Magic, boom.
Magic, boom. So this is Budae Jjigae or Korean army stew, which
Yeah.
was developed during the Korean War using a lot of the army rations, which were mostly processed foods, right?
The Budae Jjigae is typically pretty sour because it's made with
Yep.
the kimchi base.
Yep.
But you had all the salt
Yep.
from the sausages and the luncheon meat. So when Seth said it was rich
And creamy.
and spicy,
No one said creamy.
Oh,
No one said creamy.
spicy.
I only said
Yeah.
rich. And how,
Yeah.
how can you dispute this is not rich? This is rich, what?
It is
Yeah.
rich in a way, but it's
Yeah.
But the soup is not rich. The
Okay.
soup is light.
It's like, yes. And I think the key issue I have with it is we got blindsided because we thought that it wouldn't be sour.
Yes, I think the
And
sour
so this
very-
is really sour.
I never say it's not sour.
Okay, so let's try the food first
Yeah.
and then we'll see if it matches with
Yeah.
kind of like high acidity wines, right? So maybe Budae Jjigae might not work with high acidity wines.
But I
maybe
disagree
it does.
that it was not rich because the fermentation, which is the kimchi, does add that depth. So savory, definitely, yeah. But I think the curveball was really the acidity.
Try with the high acidity
The
wine.
Riesling wine.
Wow, I just had the luncheon meat. So depending on what you
Whoa.
just ate, with the luncheon meat it helps. But just with the soup, maybe it might not work well. But the luncheon meat is so good.
I'm judging it just based on soup because I think it's the most fair.
Somebody is fighting his case. But the ultimate judge is going to be Seth. So maybe Seth, can I just very, very clearly get you to have another taste? But I'm going to give you the nice premium sausage. So that you
The
can,
premium sausage?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you wanted to eat my sausage.
What?
I think the premium sausage is going to pair
Okay,
well
sure.
with the Riesling. Please have the premium sausage before you eat the
The
Riesling.
thing about this Riesling is very, as you say, it's very lemony, very citrusy. It kind of pushes the sourness to a whole different level.
Wow, it's very punchy. Everything is very punchy. But
Yep.
yeah, okay. No judgment yet. No judgment
No
yet.
judgment?
Let's try it with Mervyn's wine.
Good.
Let's go.
Perfect.
So confident.
I have to say that the acidity that's less than the Riesling actually does help.
Yeah.
But the floral rose flavor, the lychee flavor, has kind of like suffered a little bit. But it's still good. It's still good. Yeah. Both are pretty good. Both are pretty good. It doesn't matter what we think. Matters what Seth thinks. So Seth, what's your take on pairing with Mervyn's wine?
Actually pretty hard because I feel the meats actually went better with the Riesling, but the soup kind of works better with the Gewürztraminer because this has more complexity, which kind of matches the intensity of this
Soup.
soup. This very kimchi
Soup.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll just try one final bite with everything in one spoon.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Okay. To say the rose flavor and the kimchi makes a very bad pairing.
Really?
It's a bit too delicate,
Yeah,
the
a bit.
rose, yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's go to conclusion. I think both pairings were not ideal.
We're not ideal. But it's also because you gave clues and not the actual thing.
However,
Whose fault is that?
I think the Gewürztraminer aged out just a little bit, just marginally aged out. If I ignore the nose,
Explain why. Yeah.
No
If I
sausage for
ignore-
you. No sausage for you. I'm
if I
taking your
ignore the
sausage.
nose of the Gewürztraminer and just pure taste, it complements a bit better. The Riesling made it more sour than my ex.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Congrats, Mervyn. You are the winner for
Good try at
this.
that.
Yeah, so honestly, I would also have paired something less sour with something so sour.
Yeah.
Right? So, not by any choice, I would not have paired it, any of these wines with this Budae Jjigae.
Yeah.
But the better one, unfortunately, I wouldn't say it's better. The least bad.
Yeah,
of
the
both
least bad of both.
was something that was less sour and it's a Gewürztraminer. Yeah.
If we
Yep.
had known this is this kind of,
Budae Jjigae, yeah.
you would have gone
kimchi
for
fermented.
a wine that is.
Sorry, I would have brought the red wine. I would definitely.
See,
have brought
I
the red
told
wine.
you, why
Yeah.
no one bring red wine? Huh?
You
Then
said
all
rich.
bring
You
white.
said rich.
This is rich. Eh?
Something that's lower acid for
Yeah.
sure.
Arguable to
Low-
the Koreans.
lower alcohol.
The point is, if you're eating Budae Jjigae with wine, don't pick a high acidity wine.
Actually, I don't-
Guys, can I just say Budae Jjigae, do not take with wine. Please pair Budae Jjigae with makgeolli.
With mackerel. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Actually, you know what would be good?
Yep.
The rosé sparkling.
The rosé sparkling is good with everything.
The
right?
red wine works with anything. lah. So Isaac is the loser for this, and he gets a revenge match privilege. So anytime Isaac can call for a revenge match, we'll do a surprise dish again, but this time Mervyn will only get one hint.
Fine.
Okay.
I will pick the dish,
Okay.
but you get 2 hints, he get 1 hint.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for this episode of Flight Club, and we'll catch you next time, and hopefully Isaac uses his privilege.
Yep. See you. Thanks, guys.
But,